Hey, what's up everybody? This is Damron. We're playing Gears 5. This is part of my Master Escape guide series. We're doing all of the maps in Master Escape. This brings us to the Wander. So let's check out the modifiers in this map. We've got Invincible Mulcher Scions, so the Mulcher Scions cannot be killed. Ultra Stopping Power, so bullets are really going to slow you down. We've got Faster Scions, as well as Ammo Starvation, so we get less ammo on ammo pickups. Some usual suspects, more health, more lethal, and Iron Man. So also remember they just released Operation 4, and as I mentioned in the recent guides, they said when Operation 5 comes out, they're going to separate the characters from the classes. So the characters that I show you essentially are the classes that you want to use. So we're bringing in Lizzie, alright, so she's got the silverback. We also have Cole for his melee dash abilities. We also have Clayton for his armor ability, as well as his stun whenever he uses heavy weapons. That's going to help us out with some of the wanders. Immediately when you open the door, just immediately sprint forward and then go to the left. There was a invincible Mulcher Scion to the right, so we want to be fast here because we're going to try to lock him into an ammo room. So once you immediately sprint into this direction, you're going to have some rejects to deal with. Generally, if one player kind of holds on to it, someone else can just come and pull the battery out. I was kind of waiting for someone over here. I don't think I was communicating very well, but you want to take out these rejects as fast as possible because, again, those Mulcher Scions, not only are they invincible, but again, they're faster. So he's going to be coming up on you pretty quick, and you can't kill him. So keep moving. And then we're going to head to the left-hand side here, around this corner. We're going to keep sprinting forward. We're going to keep going around this box-like structure, and as soon as we turn right around here, there's going to be a couple hunters and more rejects to deal with. Again, kill them as fast as possible, and then we're going to get into this ammo room here. And when we're in this ammo room, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for that Mulcher Scion to come in here. So one of the things you want to do, I was going to try to go out there and grab a Marxa, but you want to try to have the Marxa from that hunter before you pick up all the ammo. I think actually one of my buddies picked it up and eventually drops it off for me. So yeah, so I'm grabbing this Marxa, and you want to just shut the door and make sure you have some time to grab all the ammo as well as some shock grenades. And what we're going to do is we are going to open the door, and when we do, the Mulcher is going to come in here, and we're going to drop a flashbang on him, which you could also get from in here, and we're going to flash him, run out of the door, and lock him in here. That's the only way to deal with these Mulcher Scions. If you don't do this, he's going to follow you the entire map, and this map's pretty long. This is a pretty long hive. It's a 2-act hive, but it is pretty long, as you can see by the time. So we've got him locked in here, and now we can shut the door, and we don't have to deal with that Mulcher Scion for the rest of this first act. So once we're out here, there's some more Marks ammo he showed me, but he's going to end up picking that up. So we're going to turn around and head back. We're going to kind of go the other direction now, and we're heading this direction just to try to get some more ammo, because the ammo is scarce in this level, and there's a lot of enemies to deal with. So we're going to keep heading left, and then we're going to turn left and sprint down this hallway here. There's going to be a few hunters and drones to deal with, and now this is optional. Okay, heading to this particular ammo room is not necessary. We like to go here because we like to get the extra ammo. If you're having difficulty getting here and getting back, as you see, we're gonna have to head all the way back and go back through the venom. So if you're having trouble getting this done quick enough to get into the safe room and get this ammo, then you may just want to not come here, and as soon as you lock that Mulcher into the first safe room, or the first ammo room, you can just head back, which we're going to do right now. But we like to go ahead and get the ammo. There's also a stim pack in here that you can grab. It's always better to have a little more ammo on this level because of the ammo starvation. So we're picking as much up as we can for the Marxa. So now we're going to head back, and now we need to sprint. We need to go pretty quickly, and we're going to head back, so we're just going to head straight back now. As you can see, we're just sprinting as fast as we can, and we're going back exactly the way that we came. We're going to go basically in the other direction that we came to lock this Mulcher into that ammo room. So we're sprinting around here. We're going to go straight back, and you can see how the venom catches up to you pretty quick if you're not fast enough in that first section. But nonetheless, once we get back to where we turned left, now we're going to turn right and turn right again, and we're going to go up into this section. There's going to be a few drone and hunter type enemies. I think I go down here, but you know, those Marxes can take you down pretty quickly. And that's also one of the things, once you get into the fighting sections in this particular map, you do want to kind of take it slow, because that stopping power, they hit you once and then you're almost immobile, and it's almost a guaranteed down, especially with those marks of enemies. They slow you down so quickly, and take you down very rapidly. But nonetheless, we've got our ammo. Now we can head to the final section of the first act, which is this kind of large room here. You're going to have a large drop shot scion to deal with, so we want to take him out as quickly as possible. And be wary of his drop shot. I think I actually get hit by it right here. But just trying to take him down as quick as I can. Unfortunately, I get dropped there, but Clayton comes to my rescue, and Cole gets down there for some beatdowns, and of course, Lizzie's freeze ability is always very useful. Once you take out him, you're pretty much in the clear for Lizzie to use her ultimate. I think I used it a little too early. I should have kind of gone down a little bit further, because I didn't really get as many kills as I would have liked. If you play this a little bit better, you could probably take out all of the enemies right here with Lizzie's ultimate. So I didn't do the best right here. I probably should have got a little bit closer before I activated it. And then, I kept it trashy and kept shooting this pillar right in front of me instead of the enemies. So you can do this part definitely a little bit better, and you'll be able to probably kill a little bit more enemies with Lizzie, and probably get through this section a little bit quicker. But nonetheless, still able to kill, the vast majority of the enemies with her ultimate, and that's really your role in the first act with Lizzie. You want to be able to have her ultimate by this point, and you want to use it to take out these drones and hunters as quickly as you can. So we're just going to clean up the rest here, and then usually, you should have enough time. The Venom's not too bad in this level. It has a long way to traverse, so after you take out everybody, be sure you collect all this ammo. You never really know how much ammo you're going to need on this level. If you miss some shots, or just, things happen, right? You want to be sure you get all of this ammo, because of the ammo starvation. So that's why we take a lot of time. We take a lot of extra time just, grabbing the extra ammo, because honestly, it's a safer method. It's more reliable to just take the extra moment and get all the ammo. So we've reached the first safe room. So if you get here, you're, at least guaranteed some cards. So that's not a bad, this is not a bad level. I don't think on master difficulty it's not too challenging. It has its moments for sure, but compared to some of the other levels out there, it's not too bad. So we're gonna speed up this, safe room here just a little bit, so we can get that next door open and get moving on.
Do it, people.
Alright, so pushing on through that safe room, immediately we're going to sprint forward. You heard the mulcher there on the right. That's why I let the audio play for a second. He's right to the right of the safe room. So you just want to immediately sprint up this ramp, and then we're going to turn right at the first chance we get. We're going to take this path all the way around to the right-hand side, and we're going to keep going around, and we're going to have some hunters to deal with. Cole's going to activate his ultimate ability just to clear these enemies out as quickly as he can. We got flanked a little bit right here, and Clayton ended up using his ability as well. Hopefully Clayton can save his ability for a little bit later on if needed. That was kind of a oh crap moment, right? But nonetheless, once you clear them out, we're going to get into this safe room here, and we're going to pick up all this ammo, and now we're going to wait for that mulcher scion. So again, you want to immediately sprint up here as quickly as you can, because you don't want to be waiting and have that mulcher come shooting you in the back. Again, with that increased mulcher speed or increased scion speed, they actually move a little bit faster than you think. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all this ammo here. Definitely have a good amount of marks ammo and a decent amount of hammer burst ammo now. So that's really what we want, right? We want to have all this ammo kind of heading into the final part. There's also a boom shot in here that Clayton has picked up, so you can see Clayton has a boom shot now, and he also has a drop shot from the drop shot that we took out earlier in the first portion of this level. And so if Clayton shoots the boom shot, he'll actually stun the mulcher, and we can leave. We don't have to waste a grenade here. We can use the mulcher, we can use the boom shot to actually stun the mulcher, and we'll lock him in that ammo room just like we did the first one. And now we don't have to worry about the wander in the second portion of this map. We finished that. So as soon as we head out of the ammo room, we're going to immediately turn to the right. We're going to be in this large room here. There's going to be a few rejects that you need to deal with. So go ahead and melee them down. You know, I always try to pull out the battery, but for some reason it would not give me the indication to pull out the battery, this reject. So we ended up just having to melee him down. I don't know. But anyway, head up here and you're going to have some more rejects to deal with. To the right hand side, you can see some more rejects up this ramp here, as well as some hunters. So try to take out whatever rejects that you can, but also these hunters, you saw that invisible one kind of running up on me, so I was able to triple melee him. Obviously the melee and then hold the melee is very critical in levels where you have limited ammo. So be sure you kind of get used to that. It's actually better to grab them and use them as a body shield as opposed to executing them. So if you melee and then hold melee and then press X, right, you'll use them as a body shield, and that's actually a faster way than pressing B and hitting them with the knife. So now my buddies have headed up the ramp behind me to another ammo room. They're grabbing some ammo. I was staying down here. I think I was being a little overzealous because I get swarmed right here. I was like, well, I'll stay down here and I'll try to do some damage to the drones that are coming in, but I ended up going down. So I guess that turned out to be a bad idea. But anyway, I did do some damage, so I guess, and now you can see Clayton used his ultimate again there, which of course that reflect damage really does a lot to the enemies. So this is the extra ammo room at the top of the ramp here. Just let me know. Oh, damn, there's more ammo there. Go grab it. So now I'm going to go in here and pick up this ammo. There's also a frag grenade right here. If anybody wants to grab that, I think I'll grab that for the final area. And then at the bottom, grab some additional ammo pouches and, you know, make sure I have as much ammo as I possibly can. So we're moving on. We're getting near the end of this level. This is a long hive level because you really have to take it kind of slow in the fights due to that ultra stopping power, right? You can't really rush in there because as soon as you get hit once, you're basically stopped in your tracks. So it's better to sit back and use your weapons and get your ultimates as you're going forward. So as we head through the big room and we jump over the wall and we're on to the next section, we're going to head into this room. There's going to be a couple drones to deal with, nothing too worrisome. So we're going to take them out real quick. Again, that triple melee is very critical to learn, and you can see how I'm using them as a body shield as opposed to executing them. If you execute them, it just takes longer, and you're just standing there for a longer period of time, more vulnerable. So we're heading up this ramp here, and we're going to head into the next room. So in this room up here, I probably have the worst fail of using Lizzie's ultimate that I've ever had. So what you really want to do, as soon as you get up here, you want to go up on that flat ground and go ahead and use Lizzie's ultimate. Alright, because there's a couple drones to the left, and now you can see they've progressed into the middle here, so I waited too long. And then I'm like, alright, time to use it, and I'm using it on the ramp, and you can't use Lizzie's ultimate if you're not on flat ground. So here I am failing at that. I'm like, oh crap, I'm on the ramp. So I go up to the top and I try to use it right here. And then of course immediately I cast it, but I go down immediately. So I crawl down this ramp, try to get picked up by my buddy, go back to my silverback, but before I can get into it, I get downed again. So I crawl back down to get picked up again. And you know, luckily Clayton saves the day. He uses his ultimate. And then I finally get into my silverback and I actually am able to clean these guys up. But man, that was an ultimate fail. So what you really want to do is go ahead and go up into that room, get into your silverback, and what you can do is you can clean up those two enemies, and you could actually go to the left where I'll show you now, and you could clean up a few of these enemies. So my buddies have gone to the right hand side down the ramp to take out those enemies. There are some hunters over here to deal with. Unfortunately, I think I end up going down here by this claw. Man, they're deadly. But with the new update, they actually have decreased the accuracy and the damage of the claws of the enemies. So hopefully you're not going to be getting downed as much from the claws. Operation 4 has reduced that a little bit. But ideally you all want to stay together. You know, I split off there because in an ideal situation, if I'm Lizzie, I'm going to come into that room, use my silverback, kill those two drones on the left, and I'm going to go in there with my silverback and kill those other two. And then I'm going to come back to the right and go down this ramp with the teammates. So honestly, that part was a pretty big fail by me. And, you know, I totally messed that up. But you know what? It happens. I keep it trashy, you know. I try to just keep it real. So anyway, we've kind of cleaned up all the enemies now. This elite hunter, unfortunately, just runs away, and I'm like, all right, I'm not having that. I'm going after him, and he's just running though. He just takes off. But eventually, I kill him. And what we're gonna do at this point is we're just gonna stockpile some ammo. Clayton's gonna get as much drop shot ammo as he's gonna be able to get, as well as everybody else just stocking up on any ammo that's on the ground before we hit that switch. So we're pretty much have cleaned up the area. We're looking for grenades, looking for any ammo. I'm pretty much set, so I'm gonna go out here and wait. And we're pretty much ready to get started. Also, you know, if you need to save up for an ultimate, if you want Cole's ultimate or you want Clayton's ultimate, you're close. So you can always wait for that as well. But we're just kind of hanging out. So you can see we've got one drop shot that is here. It's been dropped as an extra. And they are kind of heading out, scavenging whatever they can get. And once they come back, we're ready to close the door. And when you close the door on the Wanderer, it's not too bad. You just have some enemies that are going to be coming from the left-hand side. And as long as you just kind of, throw whatever grenades you have, and also Clayton's going to use, he's got a bunch of drop shot ammo that we've collected from all those Scions, and we've got, all the ammo that I collected for the Marxa. So we're just kind of letting it rain right here. We'll just shoot, throw our grenades. Cole's got his ultimate again, so he's going to go in there. Or he didn't have his ultimate, he just did a dash bash there. But, we're just kind of keeping him at bay. That's not too bad of a door to defend. And that's going to wrap it up for the Wander. Not too bad of a level. It is a little long because, again, you want to kind of take your time on this level. It's more efficient than rushing. But I hope you guys found this helpful. As always, if you like my guides, feel free to like and subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you in the next Gears 5 escape map on Master Difficulty. Damron out.